If you work within the real estate industry, then I want to share with you a tool that's probably going to be valuable for you, regardless of whether you're a real estate agent, a lender, an investor, you do wholesaling, really anything within real estate. I want to share with you a tool here from us at Chicago Title called Title Toolbox. I think it's important because it can pull information on any property within the United States, whether you're farming an area, whether you want to pull contact information on one specific property, you can do that within Title Toolbox. If you're trying to pull a list of homes most likely to sell within the next 12 months, you can do that within Title Toolbox. I'm going to go ahead and do a demo today so that you can walk through Title Toolbox with me, learn how to use it. That way you feel comfortable using it, downloading your own farm list, downloading your own lists of homes most likely to sell, downloading your own leads if you want to generate your own leads. All of that is accessible within Title Toolbox. You can get access to Title Toolbox by reaching out to me, Jerad Larkin with Chicago Title. I'm happy to set you up with an account, compliments of Chicago Title, and you will receive an email with a temporary password. Go ahead, open that email, log into Title Toolbox with your temporary password, go ahead and change your password and set up your account. So here I am on my screen. I'm going to go ahead and log in to Title Toolbox. Our URL is chicagocodata.com, so make sure you're logged in on the right webpage. I'll go ahead and log into my account. And now that I'm logged in, I'm going to go ahead and hit the top left corner. I'm going to click on the Chicago Title logo, which will then pull up a map. From here, the mapping feature, you can then do a variety of different things. If you're doing anything related to searching for a property or a farm area, I'd recommend selecting the farming dropdown. And then now you have options. If, say, for example, you are trying to micro farm a radius around an existing listing, you may want to do the radius search and type in the address for the property. If you're going after a specific boundary, then you go ahead and choose boundary. If you want to start super broad, start with area search and you can hone your way in by selecting, say, for example, state, county, city, zip code, etc., and hone in that way, which I recommend if you're trying to buy your own leads. Right now, I want to focus on boundary search, so let's go ahead and choose boundary search. And then let's just type in an address to get us to a general location. So I've gone ahead and typed in the address to our Cherry Creek office here with Chicago Title. The map always starts off very zoomed out. So I'm going to zoom in because I can't see anything. Zoom in far enough so that I can map around where my farm area is. So let's pretend that my farm area is going to be over here. So I'm going to go ahead and click, and I'm going to click, and I'm just going to go ahead and draw around my farm area. Okay. Now, a lot of people mess this up, so just quick tip here. You have to double click to close the farm area box. So I'm going to go ahead and come up to this corner, double click, 1, 2, boom. And if you did that properly, a new screen will pop up here, and now you can choose the next symbol. Okay, go ahead and click next. Now this area search box pops up. From here now you can start adding additional filters to your farm area, okay? It always will default with single family residential homes as well as condominiums. If you don't want condominiums, go ahead and exclude them. If you're going after specific property types, maybe it isn't single family res. If you're going after other types of properties within an area, hit this drop down and choose the property type that you want to select. For this example, we're just going to do SFR and continue forward. If you want to filter out homes that have sold within the past several years, maybe you don't want to market to those properties, you could come over here to purchase date and you could go ahead and select before. And let's just say, anyone that has purchased before, 2 years ago, right? May 2020, because we're in 2022. That would be a filter. I'm going to go ahead and just leave this off for now for example purposes. I don't want to mess with that. But I do want to share with you some other valuable filtering options. From left to right, if we keep going over, we can filter by mail carrier route, which is cool. If you're using Every Door Direct Mail, you can actually go ahead and target specific carrier routes, which can be valuable as well. I want to click over to custom filters. This is the one where you're probably going to want to spend the most of your time. Everything on the custom filters tab is completely free to download. So I really like the next seller category. If you want to go after a specific set of homes, say you want to hit 200 homes around a listing, I would recommend using this next seller category, clicking the drop down and clicking yes, because now you're hitting the homes that are predicted to most likely sell within the next 12 months. In this scenario, it's going to go ahead, click get count. It's going to tell you how many homes there are. Okay, in this scenario, there's 94 homes that are believed to sell within the next 12 months. I'd rather hit those homes than just a blanket random list of homes. So if that's valuable for you, you can then click download view records and download that farm list and go ahead and target those homes. So that's one scenario. Another scenario here is maybe you're going after empty nesters. Maybe you're going after an older demographic. There's an empty nester category. You can click this drop down right here and click yes. And this is anyone who's owned a home for at least 30 years or longer, and it's at least 3 bedrooms or greater. And the idea here is that these homeowners are eventually looking to downsize because they may just have too much home for them and they're an empty nester. So that's the empty nester category. I think those two categories are very valuable. Of course, we've got all the other stuff. We've got non-owner occupied, out of state, etc. So feel free to select and choose the categories that you want. Now, next up over here to the right is the Premier Data category. This is where we get into purchasing leads, purchasing email addresses, purchasing phone numbers. So starting off with phones and emails, if you want to buy phones and emails, it costs 12 cents per property per match. So what that means is you're going to pay 5 cents per phone number found, 7 cents per email. Combined, that's 12 cents per record. You are only charged for the contact information that is found. And how you are charged work like this. When you sign up and you decide that you want to purchase something, it's going to go ahead and ask for you to put a credit into the account via credit card. So say, for example, you want to buy $50 worth of leads or emails and phones, you will go ahead and put that on the credit, and then you will use that credit to purchase that list. So say, for example, you want to purchase $50 worth of emails and phone numbers, it will charge you up front the $50, and then any emails and phone numbers that aren't found, after about a half an hour or so, it's going to go ahead and credit you back into your account the money for the emails and phones that were not found. So I hope that makes sense because some people get a little confused there like I did personally. Next up, leads. If you click on leads, this is where you can select all types of leads within the area, right? So you can go ahead and see what leads are available. There may only be a select few leads available, so you have to pick and choose what you want. But if you wanted a lead, let's say you want liens, right, that were filed within the last 12 months, right? You could get the count for that and you could figure out how many of those leads are within the area that you selected. So we've got 83 properties here for $62.25. Now, what I like about this system is you don't have to stop there. You can further filter down and try to pull higher quality leads. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click over to the mortgage info tab. This tab right here is where you can now search and sort by certain types of lenders, interest rates, all the nitty gritty information on loans, how much equity that the homeowner has in the home. That might be something of value. So if I personally was going to buy these leads, I'd filter further down. And I would choose loan to value ratio. And I would probably want to go ahead and maybe filter and only purchase the leads where the homeowner has 50% or more equity within the home. That way I know that they have some capital within the home. They could use that to pay off, say, for example, the lien, and then they can make decisions on whether or not they want to buy or sell real estate. So this filtering is very, very valuable. I highly recommend you take a look at it. If you are a lender and you're looking for refinance opportunities, you may want to look at this category up here where you can filter by interest rate. So, depending on when you watch this video and where rates are, let's say, we want to filter by leads that have a rate, say, higher than or equal to 5.5%. Maybe there's a refinance opportunity there, right? There's 6 properties. I'd go after those. Those are probably higher quality than the initial set that we had. So that's the lead stuff. That's the phones and emails. That's some of the information on the farm list, okay? I highly recommend jumping into this, playing around with it. Check it out. If you have any questions on Title Toolbox, reach out to me, Jerad Larkin with Chicago Title. Happy to sit down with you. Lastly, if you do end up pulling the phones and emails within this database system, one thing that I can help you with is also targeting a list of contacts via Facebook and Instagram ads. So if you're farming, you can download your farm list. You can then pull the email addresses and phone numbers, and then you can run ads on social media to these people. So now they're seeing your direct mail, they're seeing you on social media, they're seeing you maybe in person, and all the other stuff that you're doing combined. So reach out to me, Jerad Larkin, if you have any questions, and look forward to working with you, hopefully sometime in the future at Chicago Title. All right, talk to you later. Bye.